everybody, Virginia here. I want to stop by and show you my altered lace Halloween book that I made for Nery. And Nery is DC Scrapping Rooster. Right before the holidays started, me, her, and Maggie were talking about making a holiday lace book. Well, we decided, well, let's do a challenge of it. There's no winner, there's no prizes to give away. The challenge was just going to be to make a holiday lace book. But after we thought more about it and the things that we had to complete, and along with my swap, we didn't think we'd have enough time, so we didn't do it. But Nery had said, oh, I still want to make a fall one. I said, yeah, that'd be kind of cool, you know, make one for each holiday. And she says, well, I'll make you a fall one, you make me a Halloween one. Well, then we were trying to have Alice join us. It just didn't work out, and she was going to do a Christmas and Maggie was going to do winter. So maybe next year, but let me show you very briefly. And you can, like I said, go see Nery's video. She doesn't show all of her fall book that she made for me. Isn't this gorgeous? Oh my gosh. And when I'm done completing, this was the only thing she told me I had to do, was complete these 2 pages, and when I was done, to show the whole book. And that's what I'm gonna do. So she's already sent me my fall one. I need to send her her Halloween one. So I will show you the fall one because she did not complete the video. Now I am going to finish the video, and then I'll put it up after she finishes her page and she makes the book. So let's get started. What I did was, on the first page, I used muslin to make the whole book, and I used different materials in here to cover the pages, because it was going to be a material and lace altered holiday book. And so what I did was, like this one right here, it's some material from Walmart. I used burlap, some felt, some silk, and I'll show you in a minute. Let me show you the binding. The binding, I used some of this flower trim, and I believe I either got this at Walmart or Hobby Lobby. I just stuck some skulls in it to give it. And then right here, instead of making a dangle charm, what I did was I completed some art I makes, and I did a video showing these, and that's what I just hung on there. I used a Michael's hand, some flatback pearls, ribbon sliders, some of the dollar store netting. I stuck a spider on there. I used some rondelle beads, and I can't remember the name of that. And then I just used one of them jewelry clasps for my hanger. And then the next one is another art I make. I used a frame and a skeleton cameo. Let me get a little closer. And then I stuck some rondelles on there and one of these sequin beads. And on the back side, on the back side, I just glued some glitter in there before I sealed it with resin and glossy accents. So there is my back, or my dangles. The trim up above right here is from, I believe it was Hobby Lobby. And it's got organza on top and some real glittery stuff right here on the bottom. The side right here is some vintage gray lace, and all I did was I used the whole thing that came in that little package, and I gathered it really good and glued that down. Some more of that trim, more of the netting from the dollar store. I tried to make it look like a leaf. Some wedding trim, plastic skeleton. I use these letters. They're Halloween, and they have jack-o'-lanterns on them, and I've had them for a few years. I don't even remember where I got them from. This spider used to be a little toy, and it had this little knob on the end, and you squeezed it into like a bowl of water, and you released it, and the thing would fill up with water, and then you'd push it and it would squirt water out at you. But what I did was I just covered it with a little bit of glitter and paint, and the hole where that tube used to come out of, I stuck an eyelet, and then just, oops, come on, I hung a couple of charms on there. The egg sac on her back, and it looks kind of creepy. Let me get a little close. Don't that look ugly? What I did was, you know how sometimes your glue gun will drop drops of glue. So what I did was I just saved a whole bunch of the little dots and glued them all together. That's how I made the egg sac. So let's go to the next page. I also did the same thing. Now the only difference between me and Nery is I'm going to show the whole book, but I won't post the video until after she completes the one page she needs to finish in here, and then I will post the video. So the next page is, this is the silk piece of material, and she has to complete it. I used an old scarf, and on this little flower up here with the skeleton, this is part of the scarf. When I cut the strip, I didn't realize it would unravel, which I think it gives it character, so I left it that way. So what I did was, on the end of the scarf there was this tassel. I glued some glue on it before cutting it so that when I cut it off it wouldn't fall everywhere. And I just stuck that on there. And then this spider or flower is made out of some ribbon, patterned ribbon from the dollar store, and I just gathered it and made a flower. And then I stuck some of these little Michael's trims on the inside, and right there. And then I didn't put nothing up here because she's got to complete it. The only thing I did was hang this dangle and some more of them little Michael's trims. So that's the page, Nery, that you will have to complete. Now the next page, I bought a bunch of these little photo frames from the dollar store, and they had these hologram pictures in there. And one minute you're looking at the picture and it looks fine, and then you turn it and he looks scary. So I cut them all down and did different ones. And for this one I used a piece of burlap in the background, some real fringy trim down below. The top I didn't put nothing on it because I did a zigzag stitch on top. And Nery, there's still room up there if you want to do something more. I kind of left areas where you could add your own touches. I gathered two different pieces of strips of material and made it into a flower. I used another Michael's hand. I altered it. I did a collar, a ring, a spider, some trim. Here's some more of the dollar store netting. I just did a strip and twirled it and then made a frame out of it. I stuck some little skeletons on there of the word boo. On the trim from Artie's store, One Little Dreamer, I did spiders. And I know Halloween just finished. I'm running behind. I swear I'm going to be late to my own funeral there. The next one is a wedding couple. And that's why I used the majority of it being wedding trim on this one. Some more of Artie's trim, her flower trim. In between the trims, I stuck the two trims together and glued them. I put these little flies. And then some more of the Michael's trim here and there. Again, some of the wedding. I gave her a little necklace. And then I put a piece of bling. Creepy, huh? And the little pieces of bling, last year they were selling the black and orange. And this year they have the black and purple. So that's what the little trims are, or the little spaces. The next one, I used another one of them photos, and turns into Dracula. I used the spider web Martha Stewart deep edge or spider web trim, and it's the whole spider web on this side too. But what I did was I cut it right up the middle so that I'd have enough to go all the way around. And what I did was, after punching out the trim, I had a strip of double stick tape, and it was rather wide. I laid the black on top of it. I trimmed around the edges of the spider web, and then I poured orange glitter on it, and I rubbed it in, shook off the excess, and that's how it gave me the glitter on the inside of the spider web. Again, I used some gray of the netting to go around the frame. Some more wedding trim, little silk flowers, some of the Michaels trim, and there is a piece of trim back here, or ribbon, this orange. Over the summer I found this bag for 50 cents. I think it was 50 cents. No, I'm sorry, I got this one from the Goodwill for $1.99, and it had this ribbon in it, and you stick it in that styrofoam for plants. Well, I just took the thing off, and what I did was I gathered one edge and then gathered another and then glued it down and then put everything on top of it. They also had these silk little flowers with glitter in it and leaves. I took them apart, and what I did was I put some more of that Michaels trim down here, or not Michaels, Hobby Lobby, and then started layering. I put some of the sequins, and then there's them silk leaves, the wedding trim, some more silk flowers. I put some little skeleton, the little plastic rings. I made some loops out of the pearls. This trim right here, and let me grab this trim, I found this shirt at the Goodwill. Now, I only purchased the shirt, not that I've never purchased something there to wear, but I don't have a problem with it, but I love this trim that was on the edge of this shirt, and so I brought the shirt. It was like $1.99, and I took the trim off, and it's fairly wide, but after layering everything. Now, the trim on the back side also came from a shirt that I got at the secondhand store. Let me put that there. And so come on. That's the trim. I know it's kind of hard to see the black. Let's see. Did I skip anything? I don't think so. The next page is the burlap in the background. And then, like I said, I did a zigzag stitch to put them all together. And Nery, there's room on there if you would like to cover it and do whatever. Again, I gave you room to add little touches of your own. I used some more of the end of the scarf to dangle. Oh, you know what I'm forgetting? Down below, I did a strip of pearl on a rope. And then I hung some of these charms. There's an orange crystal. Sorry. And then I put a bat. Then there is some vampire teeth. And you can add more to them, take some off, whatever. So on the next page, I did another one of, come on video, catch up. Let it catch up real quick. I did more of the burlap. And like I said, you have room to add to your more. I did another one of them hologram pictures. I got this orange trim from Hobby Lobby, and I put pearls on a rope around it, stuck a couple little skeletons. Right here I used some skeleton leaves, black ones, that I got from Lizzie Jose. I cut the shape of a flower using 2 pieces of tulle with silver glitter in it. Let that catch up. Sorry about that. And then these little black pearls are from a spray that I got at Michael's after the holiday for like, I don't know, 49 cents or something. And I just cut them apart and stuck them in the flowers. I used some more netting and a silk flower. The next page, another one of them holograms. And what I did was I glued it down, but first I put this big old piece of black lace all the way around. And then I put some more of the blackish gray netting around the photo, and then I put wedding trim, and then I came back in with pearls and stuck them all the way around. Some more wedding trim, some silk flowers, the beads. I put spiders there. I put a little plastic pumpkin, and then I gathered a little bow of some of the trim. And you can actually open it and do what you want with it. I just liked it that way. I wanted it squanchy, and so there's that one. And the back side, the last page, I didn't do too much to it. I'm going to put a little strip of paper right there with my information so that you'll always know who made it. I gathered some of that scarf, a strip, and I twirled in, then glued it onto a circle and made a I don't know what they're, a twirled flower, I don't remember what they're called. There's tutorials out there for it. And then after I glued that down, I got stickles and made it into a spider web, and then glued a spider. Now, last year, I think it was, Michael's was selling these little sprays, only I didn't purchase none. I wish I would have. But this year at Walmart, and let me grab it real quick, they had the same exact stuff in green, purple, orange, and black, and it comes on a wire. Well, what I did was I cut different strips of it, and I made my own little twirls and glued them together and made a little spray. I stuck some of the Michael's trim in there. And then Nery, this cameo, if you don't want it on there, it's rather heavy. It just clips right off. And then I used some more of the Hobby Lobby trim to go around the edge of the book. And I covered the muslin with some more of this Walmart trim. And the back side of this is that silk material, the burlap. These 2 pages, you can't see too much this one, but it's the glitter felt. And it already had the glitter in it. So that's what these 2 pages are covered with. And then muslin or burlap, and then the silk. And then the lace. So, here is my Halloween lace book for Nery. Again, DC Scrapping Rooster. And I'm not going to post my video until she receives her book and completes her page. And then I will post my video. So stop by her channel here shortly, and hopefully she'll have it up and going right away. She just has to complete that 1 page. And check out and see what she does. I know I'll be going over there to see what she did to it. And I will finish up my lace book that she made for me for fall, and I will show the video for it. So thanks everybody for stopping by. Have a great day. Bye.